Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dan from Crypto Camacho, and hey, I wanted to give you a quick market update here. So, hey, I wanted to give you a little recap of last time when I was trading on here. I was looking to short Stellar, and if you look at my last video, when I was making the video, I was about to short it right here. And it looks like I was right in the fact that I shorted it. And the reason I shorted it is because, look, I wanted to just give you a quick recap just to make sure you understand how this works, okay? So the RSI right here, let me open this up a little bit. The RSI was getting more and more bearish. There was bearish divergence on the RSI, while at the same time, the price right here was going up, right? So you see we have a higher price compared to the previous price, and on RSI we have a lower high compared to the previous high on RSI, right? That typically always means a bearish situation, right? Also, the MACD was dropping down. This was where the MACD is. Let me show you here. It was right up top here. It was right at the top, right down here. I'll just mark it so you guys can actually see where I'm talking about. So that's right where we started to fall down on MACD, and the oscillator actually started to fall as well if you look it up there, right? And so we knew that there was going to be a bearish price fall, right? And if you would have followed that advice, you would have made about a 5.5% to almost 6% profit if you would have got out of the short right at the right time, right down here, right? So you had the opportunity there to make about 5-6% profit, okay? For Bitcoin Cash, I recently showed you on Spectro Indicator right here, this, right? And so I showed you that the price did go down. Let me delete some of this real quick. The price did go down all the way to about 425-ish, right? And when that happened, we saw on Spectro all of these indicators light up, all these green arrows, right? And then what happened is we saw a bounce all the way from down at the bottom all the way up to about 477, or about a 12.5% increase, right? And that was just using the Spectro indicators to look at a 4-hour chart and say, look, the indicators are saying to buy right now. Typically when that happens, there's a lot more upward movement. And what I've been showing you, if I get rid of RSI right here, is you see these different indicators that Spectro is showing, right? The arrows, which is a very strong confirmation when you see these green arrows that the price is likely going to go up within the next couple of hours, next couple of days, depends on what time frame you're in. You got to gauge that. But in the next series of bars, we'll see a bounce, right? And that's what happened. Also, on these green indicators right here, these little green up indicators right here, that is also a time when we potentially may see a quick uptick based on the price, right? Does not always happen. You definitely have to use your judgment. Right here, you can see that there was an uptick, but the price actually went down. But right here, there was an uptick, and there was a huge price uptick. So you do got to use your judgment here. You do have to read the market a little bit as well there. If we zoom out to a day, you see that there isn't that green kind of uptick right here. It's not strong enough yet, but there is a warning sign right here indicating that there's likely going to be a move upward, or some sort of move out or up in the next couple of bars that we see. Okay, so that's really how Spectro is working. On the 4-hour chart, we see an uptick. If we drill down to the 1-hour chart, we see an uptick. I don't know, I wouldn't follow it quite yet. But again, these green arrows, every time you're seeing these green arrows, you see price spikes. Green arrows right here, price spikes. And I showed you this. I tried to let you know when that was coming in. Let's look at the market now, and let's look what we should be watching, okay? Let's look over at Monero, because Monero recently has had some very good news. There was recently a chain split with Monero. Let's turn off Spectro right now. Let's go down to the day charts for Monero. There was recently a chain split, and it's been, oh wait, I'm in the wrong thing, guys. I was looking at it, I was like, that chart looks kind of strange, actually. Monero's not on Coinbase. I'm gonna go with Poloniex. Here we go, Poloniex, and let's just go Monero to USD Tether, okay? I would watch USD Tether, guys. Right now, we're seeing it down at a pretty low level, not its lowest of lows recently. The lowest of lows were around 76. but still very, very low. If you look down at the day chart, you know, we're seeing a triangle start to form here. You see right down here, let's change that to yellow, and let's close that, and let's go like this, and you see an uptick. So we're seeing the triangle form. There's either going to be a breakout to the top, to the upside, or a breakdown to the bottom soon, okay? Let's see what Spectro thinks about this. If I turn on the Spectro indicator, I am seeing that there is a warning sign on the one-day chart, which indicates that there is going to be a change in direction coming soon, right? So the general direction of this chart recently has been completely down, right? There's been a huge downward trend for this chart and a lot of different cryptocurrency charts in the last while. But this is indicating that it may change. Okay, let's drill down into the 4-hour chart right here on Spectro. You see that warning pop up. The price is starting to rise just slightly. Again, those green arrows here and a price bounce right when that happened. And if we keep drilling down into like the 2-hour chart, let's look at what Monero is going to be doing here. Doesn't look like there's any really strong movement here. Let's look at maybe IOTA. Another one that I'm interested in. Let's change the exchange here. Let's go to Binance. Say IOTA, Binance, and against Tether. Actually, we'll do this, okay? Again, same kind of scenario, nothing real strong at the moment. The market is kind of slow today. Let's see what else is going on here. If we look at AGI, this is a really interesting potential opportunity here. Look at AGI. So AGI, if you look at, let's look at a week chart. I mean, this is crazy. When AGI first came onto the scene, it was like the boom, right? And look at the price. It's way up here, like $5. Now we're at like sub, you know, it's like 10,000% down, right? And if you look at the 3-day chart, zoom in just a little bit. Let's try to, there's a massive opportunity here, potentially, right? The price seems to be kind of curving now in entering more of a bullish territory. And I mean, the percentage that we potentially could gain here is astronomical, but it is definitely risky. AGI is an awesome project though, guys. It's really getting bullish right here, so I would definitely watch AGI. I'm not sure what Spectro would have to say about AGI. Let's check. AGI and Bitcoin. Let's see. Let's take that off. Let's go to the 4-hour chart, singularity.net. It is looking pretty nice. It's looking pretty parabolic here, almost like it wants to form a cup and handle. And look at this. Here's the uptick from Spectro right here, and you can see there may be another downtick here though. Let's add back in that RSI so we can check this out. RSI is shooting up pretty good. It's been pretty flat, but it is diverging bullishly, definitely, and looking up. Wow, this is an interesting one, AGI. I would keep an eye on AGI. It's the 1-hour chart show. Anyway, so that's a quick market update with Spectro. Hope you guys found that useful. I'd be watching AGI. I'd be watching IOTA. I would be watching a number of different coins right now. Market's pretty slow. I'd be watching XMR or Monero. I would definitely be watching that one. Looks like it could be jumping. Volume is picking up a little bit there. Let's see what's going on. What else is going on here? Made, not much action here. Litecoin, maybe, not sure. Haven't really looked at it too much. Anyway, guys, I'm Dan. Hopefully from Crypto Camacho, and hopefully that was useful, guys. I'll give you an update later. See ya.